Today on Crypto Fox, we'll be looking at the possible end price of Dogecoin for the year 2021 and some analyses from some of the viable sources out there. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a free Discord group where we share daily signals, and now you can also support us on Patreon. We have a special offer for our first 100 members, only $9.99 for our VIP Discord channels, where we share much more in-depth analysis and even one-on-one sessions. We also have a special discount offer on Binance. You'll get 5% off every trade you make on the platform if you sign up with our promo link in the description. Also in the description are links to get your hands on GSX, the gold-backed currency. This growth coin is designed to withstand market volatility, and it's backed by real gold and other mineral resources. Be sure to check out the links in the video description. The price for Dogecoin keeps eluding the bear traps that have been set at levels lower than the current price. It's been a period of tough luck for Dogecoin as the coin hit the gravel from its all-time high of above 70 cents. The price for Dogecoin continues to ride on the buzz and hype that was injected to keep the market going, and despite the misfortune that's befallen Bitcoin and the wider cryptocurrency market. Dogecoin appeared to be possibly the get-out-of-jail-free card that would break the yoke of Bitcoin dependency. I mean, that goal is pretty important not just for Dogecoin but for Ethereum as well. If Bitcoin championed the entire crypto market, Ethereum carries the flag of the entire alt market. Hence, it's a big deal for Ethereum to see that it leads the buck of the fight against the now common action of Bitcoin in dragging the altcoin market in the mud with it. Utility being the core driving force of the crypto market, Bitcoin has none of it. Core altcoin enthusiasts are seeing a counterintuitive image of how things should be, but it's definitely not playing out. Bitcoin's low utility should put it at a disadvantage, and altcoins with more utility, which were designed to cover the pitfalls of the sustainability of Bitcoin, should not have to be tongue-tied to the laces of Bitcoin's running shoes. It's not what was expected when the altcoins started gaining traction. It's been close to a decade, and altcoins are still no close to having a momentum of their own outside the action of Bitcoin. And this is why it became so important for at least one altcoin to break the interdependency. Bitcoin doesn't in any way rely on altcoins as much as altcoins rely on it for relevance. Its state as the first cryptocurrency in the market and the highest valued coin as a store of value must give it far-reaching influence, and people trust it more than altcoins. It was only right for Dogecoin to be seen as a potential coin that could achieve this. After all, it's the only coin that well and truly takes on the image of Bitcoin, and people are almost as crazy about it as they are about Bitcoin. Dogecoin still has a lot to make up for in ever getting close to push Bitcoin off the edge, and it may not get to do so as the crypto industry settles in with Bitcoin ahead of the pack, or it becomes heavily regulated by state agencies. Dogecoin has some resistance of its own against Bitcoin, and in some statistical data, it's even beaten Bitcoin hands down. For instance, Dogecoin had recorded a yearly growth of over 5,000% this year, while Bitcoin has only grown about 450% in total. Ethereum is trailing behind with about 300%. This shows that Dogecoin remains one of the fastest growing cryptos in the market so far this year. Even through the debilitating dip in the price for Dogecoin during the recently concluded bearish market, it sustained itself pretty strongly compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin nearly returned to its low price of about $25,000. This was its entry price into the year, and that would have caused investors to panic sell, causing a further dip in its price that would ultimately cause the coin to dip below $25,000, leading to serious losses. The meme coin has fallen from about $63,000 and lost about 100% of its accrued growth this year. While the coin tested the gloomy waters around $31,000, it looked as if it would dip as low as $25,000, which would be a reset button on the incredible growth that is recorded this year. When Bitcoin hit a blockade, Dogecoin didn't follow suit immediately as the rest of the crypto market crashed. The incredible sell-off occurred shortly after the SNL mishap, causing the price to slip from its all-time high of 71 cents down to about 52, and then 43 cents within the 2 trading weeks. It subsisted around the lower support at 43 cents before it gave way to the selling pressure that had overwhelmed the rest of the market, but was yet to reflect in the Doge market. It was general fear that crippled the Doge market price as it held for 2 market sessions before it dipped lower to 33 cents. From there, it would begin struggles of its own to maintain its price level and prevent a possible dip to lower levels, but that attempt failed woefully. The fear of missing out waned, and panic set in as people didn't want to miss the opportunity to cash out on the market at a profit. This was only right as people were not entirely sure of the chances of the entire crypto market of resuming a bullish run within this calendar year. After all, the intensive bullish run of this year has been compared to the crypto boom in late 2017 and early 2018. although its gains are not even comparable to what the cryptocurrencies experienced back then. But the fact remains that it took years for the crypto market to get on another impressive run again, and it's something that investors really want. The real winners of that market situation were the hodlers, and that's why many people are considering hodling for as long as possible to enjoy the huge profits that could come from it. Despite the high hopes for the future, we acknowledge the fact that it's no mean feat to try and resist the ache and panic to run away from a market crash. The less disciplined investors would bail at just the scent of it. Doge investors consist majorly of people who are just getting into the crypto market and short traders looking to make quick bucks from the market due to Dogecoin's pedigree for intense volatility. Everyone has their own angle, and holders have their own hopes for the long-term potential of Dogecoin. But we take a look at the long-term predictions for Dogecoin, and let's consider what's being expected of it in the near term. This chart provides a comprehensive outlook of the past and present outlook for Dogecoin. The important points are marked out in distinct colors to determine which levels are relevant to the value of Dogecoin in the future. Looking at the July 19th price point, we can see a blue candle, which earmarks the price of Dogecoin at about 21 cents, and at that point, predictions were put up that Dogecoin could test the overall resistance set at 23 cents, which is the nearest price level marked by the green line. The price support was established at 19 cents, and it was the worst-case scenario for the meme coin should no real spike materialize in the coin's attempts to break to the upside. Moving forward, we can see that as we entered into August, the candles started mounting to the uptrend, with the longest blue candle being shown around August 9th, and the coin was valued at 25 cents. The price then beat the punch to go on an upswing as it broke through the resistance set at the red line value of about 29 cents. The coin hit close to 35 cents in this enterprising run before settling at the current price level of about 31 cents. The red line resistance at 29 cents now lies just below its last blue candle and is now a strong support for the coin, which is not expected to break through on the way down in the current market. The coin is now holding strong with the resistance zone whose head is at 33 cents and the base just at 30. We think there's a make or break situation for the coin in this situation. If it breaks through the head at 33 cents, its most likely destination is between 35 and 40 cents. That will be an interesting move, especially if it makes it to 40 cents. The price that is a sacred level at which we expect an influx of buyers that will aim to push Dogecoin to a level around 70 cents, which will get us close to testing the resistance at its all-time high. As easily as that is broken, then we can consider the possibility of a surge towards $1. That is as good as Dogecoin's price action can get in the short term, but we're not ruling out the potential of an alternative situation occurring. Should the move above 33 cents fail to materialize and it dips instead, we think that another opportunity to buy the dip will open up and the resistance at 29 cents will provide enough leverage for the coin to bounce and go on an uptrend towards 40 cents. It is speculative, but you can't rule out its possibility, especially with the positive vibes surrounding the Doge community giving its trading volume a huge boost. And of course, the reinstatement of the Doge Foundation. The long-term potential of Dogecoin is sketchy, but could it reach $100? Well, that's a question for the future. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on bell notifications. Don't forget to check out the links in our video description for our Patreon and Discord group, and make sure you check out the GSX competition for your chance to win big. Links are below, and if you have any questions, drop us a comment. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.